breaking news from Islamabad. High-stakes negotiations between the United States and Iran have concluded after 21 hours, ending without a deal. Vice President JD Vance announced early Sunday that Iran has chosen not to accept U.S. terms, marking a significant setback in the fragile ceasefire. The talks, mediated by Pakistan, aimed to resolve the 6-week conflict and reopen the strategic Strait of Hormuz. President Trump struck a triumphant tone, stating the U.S. has already secured victory and noting that Iranian military capabilities have been largely neutralized. Meanwhile, reports indicate Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, remains in recovery following severe injuries from February airstrikes. Global leaders, including Pope Leo XIV, continue to call for an end to the idolatry of power as tensions remain elevated. Vance has since departed Pakistan, leaving the future of the region's stability in question. We will continue to monitor the situation. As negotiations in Islamabad stretch on, two powerful and contrasting voices have emerged on the world stage, highlighting a deep divide in global rhetoric. President Trump, speaking outside the White House, struck a defiant and triumphant tone, asserting that the United States wins regardless of the outcome in Pakistan. The president claimed a total victory over Iran's military capabilities, stating their Navy and Air Force have been defeated as U.S. minesweepers begin clearing the Strait of Hormuz. Trump also warned allies and adversaries alike, making it clear that the U.S. is unflinching in its red lines, even as it moves to reopen critical global trade routes. But from the Vatican, a very different message was delivered. Pope Leo XIV issued a sweeping call for peace, urging an end to what he called the idolatry of power. The pontiff warned that war only divides, calling on world leaders to set aside the display of strength and instead sit at the table of dialogue and mediation. Between these two visions of strength and peace, the world watches and waits as the fragile ceasefire holds. We will continue to bring you updates as this story unfolds. As the dust settles in Islamabad, the specific reasons for the 21-hour deadlock between the U.S. and Iran are becoming clear. A fundamental clash over nuclear tools and maritime control. Vice President JD Vance emphasized that the U.S. is demanding more than just a pledge. Washington requires an affirmative commitment that Tehran will not even seek the tools to develop nuclear weapons. Parallel to the nuclear issue is the ongoing struggle for the Strait of Hormuz. Despite U.S. minesweeping efforts, Iran maintains effective control over this critical global trade artery. Experts suggest these gaps could take years to bridge, echoing the long-term diplomatic struggles of the past decade. The U.S. stance remains unflinching on these core national security interests. While the face-to-face meetings have ended, the dialogue is expected to continue remotely. For now, the departure of the U.S. delegation marks a tactical shift rather than a total end to the process. The nuclear deadlock remains the defining challenge for global stability. We will continue to follow the remote negotiations and provide updates as they occur.